A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secrets Revealed. So for today's episode, I'm mainly just going to go into the fact that now, obsessed fanships might at all be something that's very common. Because, if we put it this way, there's many people out there who happen to collect Nerf blasters as a way of getting themselves something rare, so this way, if they wait a while longer, they might be able to have them priced out at high ends. So this way people can probably go on eBay, scour around to find something rare on there, and they find a blaster that is very old, yet very functional. So of course that's just another big advantage into how the Nerf community can get along so well. Some people can own very old Nerf blasters out there, anything that's vintage to be precise, and they can always have them priced down at something that would actually allow them to get into a lot of profit there. But other than all of this, I'm basically just pointing out that obsessive fanship of Nerf blasters, collecting them or otherwise, is probably going to be something that could end up very common around here. So common, in fact, that I actually would feel that it might be anyone's idea just to try to find something that's super rare out there and probably collect it, so this way one day, if you wait a while longer, then it might be possible once again for the blaster to be priced at a really high price. And that is probably just something out there that actually might be an endless cycle. Of course, that is until the blaster naturally expires after such a long time of being in constant use or in constant, exposure to the environment around it. And now, of course, on my end of the whole thing around here, I'd say any blaster of mine could probably be kept with me, and I would definitely wait a while before I would probably end up selling it on eBay. So this way, anyone could probably bid on it at a really high price, so this way they'd be able to pay for it. And necessarily, I would say that it would actually be a great idea to have some old blasters on you, but of course the fact that you probably have a ton of them with you, it almost means like you're probably being a little greedy for some profit out there. Lots of it. And I know that I have had a lot of Nerf blasters out there that were vintage and semi-vintage in a way, like blasters from the N-Strike series. That'd be one thing out there. But any other blaster out there that has existed in today's time, within 35 to 45 years, it might just be possible for those blasters out there to become rare enough to the point in which that they could be super expensive, somewhat hard to find on eBay or anywhere else, and that unless you'd have tons of money on you, lots of profit from which that you've gotten from other things around in life, it might be possible for you to buy them. And now I'm probably also going to say real quick that aside from all of this, obsessive fanhood probably won't just rely on the fact that vintage Nerf blasters can be super valuable out there someday. I'd probably also point out to the fact that now, along with the fact that people out there have had such a ride with people out there with vintage Nerf blasters of all types, it's pretty agreeable now that it would actually be great to have yourself your own Nerf blaster collection. Of course, the fact that I own one blaster of any lineup right now, it's actually pretty darn good around here. Anyone out there who does have themselves, a fan base within the fact that these Nerf blasters out there are currently present in today's lineup, it's an especially, dire good time around here. And maybe someday, of course, I have already explained how Nerf might be very, intuitive during the 2020s, but there's only just one way to find out for sure. You probably just have to progress through the timeline here. To head on 10 years in the future, of course, it probably wouldn't take too long to do that. Just keep living through the natural flow of time itself. And once again, it's still possible for obsession to actually flow through into any Nerf collector out there. I know I have already admitted that I might have an obsession about it every time I've collected even more Nerf blasters than probably what's necessary, but still, it probably doesn't really stop me from having such a great time when it comes to having Nerf blasters in my collection, nor whether it would have value on it someday. Because who knows, My Nerf Rivals Jupiter or my N-Strike Elite XD Delta Trooper might just become super valuable at one point, priced at hundreds of dollars on it, depending on how long I have them in my collection. But nowadays, I feel like it's anybody's guess as to what could happen later on. But now, it's simply going to be a little while longer before we'd probably wait on something like this, so that just might be the end of that part, but there's still some more subjects I'm going to touch up on before I end up putting an end to this season itself. And once again, it's getting quite cold out, so I apologize if there's anything going wrong with my speech itself. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.